Oh, it's recording. Sorry. Wow. 3 videos in 1 week? Oh my god. Anyway, hi, my name is Jazzy Ray. I'm working. Yes, I'm barefaced today. I'm actually literally barefaced. The only thing that's done is my eyebrows because I don't have any eyebrows. But actually, I do got some. But I had to fill them in. But no makeup today. No nothing today. But anyway, I just want to make this video because I feel like besides entertainment stuff, I want to touch on just like life skills and just things that I've learned to help other people out. And as you guys know, I am studying to be a counselor, and I am currently doing an internship right now. I'm an intern at a rehab center, and we just did this assignment. Well, we're not quite finished with the assignment yet. We gotta do the other half after lunch. But I just want to make this video because okay, I don't want to spill clients' tea because you're not supposed to do that, but let me just tell y'all something. Sometimes in our lives, we have been, we talk about toxic relationships, and it's so easy to point the finger and say, by the way, make sure you subscribe and comment, like you should have probably did that. And like the video, you should have did that when you clicked on girl. But anyway, or boy, whoever watching this video, hey, how you doing? Anyway, sorry. It is so easy for us to point the finger. And I did a video like this before. I think it's called Take Responsibility for Yourself or something like that. But it's so easy for us to point the finger and say, you was toxic one. I didn't do nothing. And that could be like a defense tactic or mechanism because you don't like, how can I put it? You don't want to take responsibility because you don't know who you are. It has something to do with you. Like, okay, if you meet one jackass, that's a jackass. What? You meet two jackasses. Okay, maybe you're just going through a rough time right now. It's not. It may not be you. It may just be the environment that you're in. You meet three or more jackasses, you got a problem, sis. You got the problem. Okay? Because there's a pattern there. And with you not taking responsibility and reflecting on, damn, what did I do? What did I do? What could I have done? Could I have left the situation? Because let me tell you something. Now, maybe men can get something out of this too, but I know with women, we have a big problem of, especially with me. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you need to like run when you see the signs. We see the good in people. We do. That's one thing that I'm guilty of. We see the good in people, and we know the person is full of shit. I did a story time on this guy I dated, if you want to say I dated him. And I'm gonna call him Jay because his name started with a J. And I thought he was really cool. I thought he was really cool until this dude got mad at me. Mind you, I had just met him like 3 days ago. Got mad at me because I did this jokey joke video on Snapchat, right? Well, basically, I'm talking to the person who's watching my video. And I'm like, I see you looking at me. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna make a move? Like, I'm being funny, though. I'm not even trying to, like, get with no dude or nothing. He gonna come at me and be like, if you're gonna be doing that, nigga, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. I just met you. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to in a second. If I know that you're following me, why would I even attempt to get guys on social media when you follow me on there? Come on, I'm not stupid like that. It was a joke, obviously. I could have been talking to him. The hell? But I could have maybe I could have added his name or something like that, but whatever, right? But I saw signs there, and then another sign that I noticed is that he said, and I motherfucking quote, because I told him we were talking. I remember it. We were talking very, very sexually in the text messages, right? And he said something like, I can't. I just want you in my. I want out. What did he say? I just want to hold you right now. Something like that. He said. he said something like, I want to hold you, or I just want you near me, and something like that, and I can't wait to like do things to you, pretty much. And I told him, I said, first you gotta, you gotta show me that you worth that. And then he was just like, what you mean? If I gotta prove myself to you, then we might as well not even try this. Because I ain't never had to prove myself to nobody. It's either you fuck with me or you don't. And see, my dumb ass should have took that as a goddamn sign. Because how am I supposed to know that you ain't a F boy if you don't show me that? But then the last guy I talked to, I said the same thing to him. Now, we wasn't even talking about sex, but I did say something like, you know, if you want to be with me, you got to prove that, right? And he was like, I know. I mean, I could tell you, but I'd rather show you instead. That's what he told me. So, my point is, we see signs and we ignore the signs because some of us are fixers. Some of us want to fix people. And the thing about it is, you can't fix everybody. That's just the honest to God truth. You can't fix everybody. You can't fix somebody who don't want to fix themselves. You know. This big old ice shit in my water. Look at this shit. Big old ice thing. Keep my water cold though. But anyway. So you got people who've been in some violent ass relationships. Whether it has been verbally violent, emotionally violent, physically violent, you know. But let me tell you something. I just watched this movie because it's not talked about enough, you know, women hitting men, you know. And that's basically what somebody in group brought up. But it was more like, I don't want to say too much, but we have women out here, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because I understand it, okay? They're getting abused so much that they have to take matters into their own hands to protect themselves. It's like a protection thing, okay? And see, like that, what I realized just from doing this group, I was mentally and emotionally abused by men, but I also was verbally abusive. I wouldn't say physical because a dude would really have to piss me off, you know, for me to get physical. But let me tell y'all, I don't know if I said it in the video, but I'm gonna tell y'all what this dude from Louisiana told my mom about me as a baby. He told my mom, he said, that baby got two sides. And no, this is not a Gemini thing, okay? That baby got two sides. Either that baby gonna grow up to be, either she gonna be real sweet or she gonna be real mean. And let me tell you something about me, because this is what I just realized. I have been verbally abused as a child, as far as like with family. I have been mentally abused, emotionally abused, and I took that into some of my friendships and relationships. And I can honestly say I came a long way. I even treated family members really, really bad because I was so angry. You know, either I was the aggressor or I was the passive one. There was no in between. Verbally, I will kick your ass. I will make it so, like, I would tell people so bad, you might want to be careful arguing with me, because I can hurt your feelings so bad you gonna want to fight me. Hell, you may want to kill me after that, because that's how slick my mouth is. I'm a Gemini. Mental communication, that's our shit right there. That's our shit right there. If you really want to turn a Gemini on, you gotta get, if you really want to get in the Gemini's panties or have a Gemini man take his drawers off, you're gonna have to work that communication, work your mouth, okay? Because looks ain't gonna cut it. I mean, you do have to be attractive, yes, physically attractive, yes, but no, if you are dumber than a bag of hammers, then That's not gonna work. Okay, I just want to put that out there. But when it comes to the verbal abuse and all that, throwing shade, all that, I would say definitely it would be a war between Gemini and Scorpio. Okay, we both signs have fucking knives for tongues. Okay, and we don't hold back nothing. But let me tell you something about just me in general and a Gemini. Okay, now it's facts. Geminis do talk a lot. Okay, they talk a lot. All right. But Gemini don't never talk about anything they don't know about. And this is what I told my friend because I was in a situation earlier this year. And an old friend and another friend who she's not a friend anymore because she really tried to like set me up, you know. But sorry. Still, okay. I always knew what I would say to the girl if we was to like have like a, I don't know, mediation, whatever the fuck, because I knew it was gonna happen. I was gonna make her feel bad, honestly. I was gonna make her feel bad because she verbally, I wouldn't say she verbally abused me. This friend I had, she emotionally and mentally abused me. Why? Because I wanted to fix this girl. I wanted to help this girl out and take her under my wing because I saw me in her. The anger, the pointing the finger, starting trouble, but then she throws stones, but then she hide her hands and play victim. That's something I used to do. There would literally be times where I would be so mad at my mom and I would just go down, I would just cuss her out, and then after that I'll flip it to make it look like you're the one who's picking on me, like, but I'm the one who started it. But I could have just left it alone. I could have just told her how I felt from a mature standpoint instead of acting like a fucking kid. Okay, and even kids don't act like that, you know. But I'm just saying. So I wanted to help her out, but she took advantage of that. And in the conversation it was really the four of us because my one homegirl, she definitely was. We was over the phone and she was there to clock a bitch because it was supposed to be like a mediation, but it really was not a mediation. I felt like that was like the 2020 presidential debate. I was Joe Biden. The bitch was Donald Trump. My other ex friend was like the political commentator that was letting Donald Trump say and do whatever he wanted to do. And then my friend, my sis, my home girl was Kamala. It was like her ghetto ass SNL skit. Okay. But anyway, she took advantage of me. And she did not for the life. I don't know why, but she didn't understand that I can't go back to that. Like I it's one of those things where I love that girl so much. I use past tense. I love the girl so much. I can't go back to being your friend because we bring out the bad energy, that toxic energy. We bring that out of each other. I started drinking because of her. You know what I mean? I started drinking because of that girl because she would like literally stress me the hell out. I had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and you know, I had stuff with school. I had just switched my major to human services, so I'm trying to get into this program, and they're giving us work on top of work on top of work on top of work on top of work. I was talking to this dude at the time, and that was like a messy situation. I'm dealing with her, you know, anytime she needed something, she was always calling me at the ass crack of dawn. I'm sitting here because I want to help her. I'm doing everything I can, and then to get spit on my face every single time if I couldn't do something for her, you know. And then on top of that, I was dealing with issues with my family, and then in dealing with issues with me, like I had a freaking breakdown in 2019. So obviously that wasn't the best time for me, and this is not the best relationship for me to be in. To be honest, I kind of feel like that it kind of felt like a lesbian relationship almost because She was just so possessive over me. She didn't want me spending time with nobody. If I had other friends, she did not want me to spend time with them. Like, it was just weird. She wanted me all to herself. So like I told both of them, maybe I'm in the wrong because that was a codependent friendship. Maybe I'm in the wrong because I wanted to take that girl under my wing and help her out. And there were times where she would call me and ask for help, and then there were times where I offered to help her because she's my friend, or she was my friend. But if I'm in the wrong for doing that, she's just as in the wrong because she didn't have to take advantage of that. So, and she said a lot of she said a lot on the phone, but she didn't say shit. All she had was insults and this and that, and she was just focused on one petty ass issue that really I had nothing to do with, you know. And every time I wanted to like throw shade and stuff like that, I was cut off. They cut me off. I couldn't talk. But the bottom line is, the one thing that I did stand my ground on, no matter what type of jabs or what type of manipulation they tried to use on me, I said what I needed to say, and that was, I don't want to be your friend. But I had to like take a look at that situation because I was just blaming her for that situation. But I have to take a look at that and be like, okay, where did I go wrong? Because it can't just be her. What I did wrong was I should have stood my ground in the beginning and told her, I'm your fucking friend. I'm not your servant. I'm not going to just jump when you say, when you say jump. I'm not going to be like, how high do you want me to jump? That's what I should have did. When I saw the controlling behavior, I should have cut her off then. When I even considered cutting her off around December of 2019, I should have did that then, instead of just letting it go on and on and on. That's where I fucked up. But acknowledging that, it helps me because now I know what I'm going to tolerate and what I'm not going to tolerate. And also, it helps me grow, man. It helps me grow. When you get too comfortable, and I just saw this on Instagram, Rainbow Tarot, when you get too comfortable in situations, you don't grow. It's important to have a sense of, of being uncomfortable in situations. Because that's the only way you're going to grow and prosper. If you get too comfortable, you stop growing. There's no need for you to grow anymore in the area. But I used to be the type of person that I would throw shade and say the worst thing to you, to the point whereas, and that girl wished death on me. I used to say things worse than that, and people be thinking I'm a punk because in certain situations I am more passive than I am aggressive. There's a reason for that. That man looked at me as a baby and said that I had two different sides to me. The reason why I don't fight and the reason why I try not to cuss people out is because I know how far I can take that shit. I know I can say something to make you want to fight me, make you want to cause some harm to me. I know I can do that. And this was me in an argument. Let's say I'm arguing with a friend, right? And here's, like I said, with Geminis, you got to be careful what you tell a Gemini, because Geminis are all about mental, which means everything you tell them, they got like this file cabinet on. They got like this whole file on you with all the information they know about you. That's why you need to be careful, because not only will a Gemini tell your business, a Gemini will tell you about yourself. Scorpios will do that, but that's like a revenge thing that they doing. They could add some information in and lie about it. Or they may sleep with your man behind your back or something like that. It's a revenge plot. But Gemini, it's more like it's kind of like revenge, but it's like, we not really doing it. We trying to make you look dumb as hell. This was me in an argument. Let's say I had a friend that tells me, and mind you, I'm not like this anymore. But let's say I have a friend that tells me that, oh, Jazz, I've had 2 abortions because I didn't know who the father was. And you put out some, and we arguing, so you said some shit about me, something I told you, about me. And in my head, I'm thinking, no, she didn't just say that. Okay. Didn't this bitch tell me all her business? Probably something you shouldn't have done. And then I said something like, well, I may be this, I may have did this, but at least I ain't get 2 abortions because I didn't know who the baby daddy is because I'm a fucking hoe. Drop the mic. What can you say after that? You can't say nothing. The only thing you can do after that is punch me dead in my face. That's the only thing you can do after that. Because Geminis and me, because that may not just be a Gemini thing. That may just be a keeping it real type of thing, to be honest. We don't say nothing. We don't talk about what we don't know about. That's one thing a Gemini will never do. Gossip is when you say some shit that could be true, that could not be true. Geminis don't gossip. We always know. We know the tea. We know what's up. Okay? Now this was me. After I didn't say what I said, I made my friend mad. Oh my God. She thought she could one up me. Jokes on her. And then after some time that went down, but some time that went by, because as you start to grow older and you start to pay attention to situations, this was me afterwards. What was the purpose of me bringing that up? Did I really have to stoop to her level like that? But see, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just need to say what's needed. You do not have to go below the belt, and because all that's gonna do is now you going, especially if you was right in the situation. If you are right in the situation, there's really no need for you to go below the belt. Let them act out. Let them say all the mean comments and stuff, because they only doing that because they know that you're right. Because if you go below the belt and you're right, you're gonna end up apologizing in the end, and yeah, it's never gonna end. Now, if you actually were in the wrong, then yeah, you need to apologize just for being in the wrong. But if you're in the right and you got somebody that's just tearing you down, laugh. Laugh at it. Because it's like, okay, you're only doing that because you don't have a rebuttal. Like, I said the truth, or you didn't get what you wanted out of this argument. So now you're going to go below the belt. It is what it is. So when it comes to toxic energy, toxic relationships, what I'm saying is it's important to reflect. It's important to reflect on situations and not be so naive about it. Because I feel like with a lot of us, we tend to be naive, especially with women. We tend to be naive and we see the good in people. Even when it comes to these celebrities, we try to see the good in them, when really a lot of them are pieces of shit. Okay, they're pieces of shit. I actually feel like Nicki Minaj is one of those other people too. They got 2 sides to her. She can be really sweet, or she can be somebody you probably want to fight. I get that vibe from her, and the fact that she's my polar opposite exactly, because her birthday is on the 8th of December. My birthday is June 8th. I'll do an astrology video on that if y'all want that. But yeah, it's crazy, man. I didn't even mean for this video to be long, but I just had to say this, and it may be all over the place, but my point is, we gotta start doing reflection. If we're really trying to elevate and be at the top of our game this decade, not even just this year, this whole decade, we need to do some reflection. If we're trying to manifest a healthy relationship, we gotta get healthy. I don't want to be the type of person, when I get a boyfriend, I'm going below the belt and bringing up dark stuff from his past just to make him feel bad because he made me. I don't want to do that, because I don't even want somebody who does that to me. So I know that I have to fix that. I don't want somebody, Because I have a bad habit of throwing things when I'm mad. There's so many art projects I done messed up over the years because I was so mad. Because it's like I can't, especially with my mom. Like I love my mama, but it's like I can't hit my mom. I can't fight her. So the next best thing is I'm gonna just take this art project and throw it, bam, and I still would get in trouble anyway. Because it's like, but yeah, it's like I don't want to hurt you, so I'll just throw stuff. The only thing I haven't thrown is my phone. I'm not that crazy. But I have thrown broken phones. I have. But I don't want that. I don't want to do that to my partner. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I have to heal my childhood traumas and heal stuff. I don't want to take any negative, toxic thing that I went through into my next phase, into the next journey, into this other door I'm about to open up. I want to leave all this shit in this room so I can go on to the next room and just leave it there and not even touch it, So we got to do some healing. So I want to go back to B. Simone because it's like, again, it's one of those things where it's like right message, wrong messages. But she's not wrong. She's not wrong. If you really want to... And people are really, now they really get on her because it's like, oh, she probably just watched this one YouTube. There's no... This is what y'all got to understand. When it comes to manifesting and talking about spiritual things, it's all the same stuff. It's just that the delivery may be different. It's all the same. It's standard. There's only one way you can do it. Okay? Like, it's all the same. It may be spoken in a different way, but it's the same message. Okay? Even like take Spiritual Soul. He may say things in a more ratchet way, but it's all the same stuff. What he says in his videos is no different than the shit that I be saying. It's just that it's delivered differently. That's all that is. Y'all sitting here debating and stuff like that. Y'all only regurgitating the same information. That's what y'all don't understand. It's not rocket science. It's just somebody said it differently. But because the reason why I say wrong messenger is because B. Simone is problematic when it comes to black women, and she herself is black, as far as I know. That's why I'm like wrong messenger, and I really hope that she's on this journey to loving herself, because when she was talking about all Dominican girls got the upper hand, and she was talking about her hair and stuff like that, I'm like, B. Simone, you're putting yourself down. You don't even love yourself. You really comparing yourself to DaniLeigh. And she used black women as a scapegoat because it doesn't look like, it looked like she's just got my black woman as a whole, but she's not. She's a reflection of herself. That's another thing I told my friend about this girl, okay? Because this girl made a point when we were arguing the first time when our friendship ended. She told me I need to work on my self-love. But she was right, because at that time I was going through a bad time when I was pointing the finger at everybody, and I was just so angry, I was drinking and smoking, okay? Wow, I'm trying to get into this chemical dependency program. Yeah. But that was a very rough time for me. So she was right. But then I'm thinking, you don't even practice that. That's when I wanted to be shady and say some stuff. And I'm not even going to say it on this camera, but it's something she did in her life. I'm just like, wrong messenger. Wrong messenger. But I did love myself, but at that point, I still was... Well, I wouldn't say I loved myself. I say at that time, I liked myself. Okay. But my friend got upset about when she said that. And I told her, I said, that's a reflection of herself. Everything that she said to me in that phone call, all the insults, she's talking about herself. She's not talking about me. It's really no point to even get mad at it anymore, And that's just what it is. Sometimes when a person treats you, in a certain type of way, it could be a reflection on them more than on you, So that's all I wanted to say. This video is about to be 30 minutes, but I don't even think y'all gonna watch it all the way through. But just do some reflection, man. Do some reflection, especially when it comes to your relationship patterns. We gotta get, if you're in a toxic relationship, get out of it now while you can. Don't take that into this decade, because you're gonna be miserable. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve love and you deserve all good things. That other person deserve all good things, but they have to want to get they have to want to do the work, you know. But I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.